GEPRC have just dropped their brand new DarkStar 22, compatible with the DJI 04 ecosystem. Opening it right up and this thing looks pretty sleek. I'm loving the orange colour. It's really nice to see GEPRC have included some spare frame components too. This 04 Pro version is ready to go out of the box. With ELRS built in, it's just bind and go fly. It looks like GEPRC decided to soft mount the entire canopy with the DarkStar 22. I like that idea as it opens up other possibilities. It's nice having unobstructed access to the 04 USB and SD card too. It's got a hard mounted XT30. Thoughtful with the countersunk bolts under the battery too. The carbon plate looks and feels really nice, double chamfered edges, and there's no visible tooling marks on the edges from machining. With a 20 amp all-in-one, built-in ELRS and 1104 7500 kV motors, it looks like the perfect little package. There's a few more accessories here, and a carbon foot for added stability if needed. The USB adapter for the all-in-one, and some GemFan 2219x3. You'll also get an ND filter included with the 04 Pro version of the DarkStar 22. This little foot might not be necessary, but if you want that added battery protection and a little better stability, it simply straps on under the battery. I did notice the area for the battery is quite narrow, best suited to longer batteries rather than the wider variants. This comes in at just over 130 grams for the drone and 4 grams for the foot. The DarkStar wheelbase measures in at 105mm compared to the 115mm of the Pavo 25, which can carry a small action camera. The DarkStar is only marginally smaller, one thing to consider I guess. But can this cool little 3S 130g cinewhoop really take a beating? I mean, that was a pretty big hit, and I think I've cracked the frame, or I've bent it a little bit. The carbon's fine. She's a bit wonky though, so we'll see how it fares. Got the drone back on the bench, and I did continue flying it like this for the rest of the day, so I didn't actually break the frame, didn't break the carbon, it was just all bent up. So I was being plastic, I was able to sort of twist it back into shape, changed all the props out, and it was good to go. What I did do though is I have torn a couple of the gummies. So the gummies here that give it its isolation, vibration isolation, they've got no bolts or anything through, and the top of those have come off, so it's sort of just separated from the frame. Now, being hollow, I was able to put a cable tie through one of the gummies just so I can continue flying, but that may have to be, considered if you're looking at purchasing this. The good thing is they do give you a spare frame, they do give you spare gummies, so essentially everything I broke I could replace. The one thing, perhaps an anomaly, is I did happen to shear the ELRS antenna off. Now, I think in that impact, the frame has sort of compressed a little bit, and that's just created a pinch point in there. So half the antenna is still stuck to the all-in-one, and the other half is here. I mean, that's probably a bit hard to see, but you can see this little flappy thing here. So I will have to replace that. So I'm lucky they give you a spare set of props, because you definitely do need them. I find these props a little bit flexible, I guess. They're not very rigid. And the problem with that is once you bend these front ones, they tend to hit the canopy, so you can no longer spin these front motors. Not a problem for just cinematic flying if you don't intend to crash, but hey, that's not what I do. I thought I'd show the AIO while the canopy is off. This is the new Taker F405 20 amp. Pretty compact in there. As of this video release, I had to use the app version of Betaflight for configuration, but it works just fine. Summing up my experience so far with the DarkStar 22 from GEPRC, it's a very capable little 2.2 inch cinewhoop. It does have some well thought out features, but does lack in a few areas too. Overall, it performs well and delivers buttery smooth footage right out of the box. I'll definitely be keeping it around. Thanks again if you got this far, and if you haven't already subscribed, it would be awesome if you did. I'll see you soon.
You know, this could be the perfect ultralight 5-inch canopy too. Let me know if you think I should make another 04 modular design.